Happy Monday, happy Monday, it's Monday all day long. Yeah. Here we go. Disconnecting up in Facebook and I'll make my page public. There we go. Or I could say, here I am. Perfect. Oh, okay, there we go. Or I could say, here I am. And I did make sure that my settings are set, that everything runs through my mixer. I think it was yesterday's live. I started, I was just so into it, and I realized, oops. So I think it was yesterday. Yeah. So anyway. Whew. So for anybody who's never met me or not familiar with me, my name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist. And I channel energy through my guitar without using words. It's pretty cool. And then 2.5 years ago, it's coming towards 3 years, you guys, I started using a looper, and this incredible tool activated me beyond my wildest dreams. And so here I am now today, sharing, because everybody's been with me through this entire journey since I brought a looper into my life and into my world. And it's been a magical ride. And when I say I'm here today is just allowing that magic, just trusting a level that is just incredible. I don't know how else to articulate it than that. But anyway, so let's get at this. Here we go. Let's start that again. Nothing like having a jig to get going, eh? It's just like, okay. Uh, so good afternoon, everybody. Anybody that's new to me, welcome. My name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist. I was born and raised with traditional Scottish and Irish fiddle music, and I got my dad's fiddle right there, and my dad's guitar up on my wall. And he's, needless to say, a fiddler, and yeah, unfortunately he's no longer with us. Yeah. I think, as I go to say this, I don't really think I know. I feel that he now gets, because he's over there, he gets what I do now. He couldn't get it when he was here on this planet. And so he gets it now, which is awesome. Anyway, let's see where we go. So it's the first day of the week for those who work Monday to Friday. And a lot of people like myself, we work like literally 7 days a week at what our passion is. This one that's coming in right now is this it's on the last month or two. Anyway, here we go. I just realized something. Give me 2 secs here. Because I've been feeling not out of sorts, but somewhat off from what I normally feel like. And I think I know why. Because this has been going on. Okay, here's the kicker. This all makes sense to me now. April 25th in 1991 is when my mom passed. And I flew back home to say goodbye, not knowing she's going to die while I was there for 2 weeks, or, you know, but the bottom line was this was going to be the last time I saw her. And when I got there and I saw that nobody in her family was helping her. They're all the typical Christians. Oh, I'm faithful. I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday and I donate money. And, but they're not really there for people on a genuine, heartfelt basis. So I ended up staying home. And I looked after my mom until she passed away. And I think I was there 2 or 3 months. It was not easy. My only primary purpose for being there was looking after my mom and ignore all the bullshit family. Try to anyway. And, yeah, so this really explains why I've been feeling, because while I was playing, it was brought to my attention, and that's why I went back and just double check the date, because I have 2 beautiful friends I went and saw on Wednesday, and I could feel myself not embracing them the way I normally embrace them. And I go, that's not like me. And then, and Saturday we had, a bunch of us got together and played poker. And again, my same friends were there as well. And same feeling. I go, why? Why am I feeling? Now I know why. So on that note, I'm going to honor my mom, because when I went home, I did not bring a guitar with me, because I was going to just be gone for 2 weeks. Unbeknownst to me, I was going to be there for a couple of months. Anyway, so my mom's boyfriend, I always called him Pop Stewart. His guitar was there. So my personal time and my space was at night, when I took Mom upstairs, put her to bed. A beautiful, longtime friend, family friend, lent us a baby monitor, so I put it in my mom's room so I could be in the kitchen and not, I can, still monitor her. And so I would sit at the kitchen table just playing, and it was just, that's how I expel energy. And so her song was unfolding. And I had not told anybody what I'd been through regarding my mother's sister and a few other people. And this particular night, we're getting really towards the end of my mom's life being on this earth. And so I went to see my cousin Amy, who lived in Charlottetown. And I called her up, and she's going, come on over. So I went over there, and with her and her husband then, and I told them what's been going on. Oh, Amy was livid. She goes, those fucking assholes, type thing. I said, yeah. So I said, I would like for my mom to hear her song before she goes. I said, but I know they won't let me. I didn't know how much power I had back then. I did not know. I now know. But I did not know then. So my cousin Amy says, no, you're going to play. I'm going with you in the morning. And she goes, they're not going to stop you. So I said that I want one aunt in there, which I thought at the time that she wouldn't be gullible enough to get influenced by something she knows nothing about, because she's getting somebody else's twisted version, because they make themselves look like the victim without disclosing everything. So Amy and I, Amy's husband, then he lent me his guitar. We went to my mom to the hospital, and sure enough, and Amy just went, no. Everybody out, and except for one aunt, which was my Aunt Millie. Like I said, I thought she was better than getting involved with something she knew nothing about. So the most important part was that I got to sit there and play my mom her song. And I'm going to share it with you guys now. I haven't played it in a while. If we're willing to just be open to understanding, like, you know, I said to a friend yesterday, she said something, and I said, well, I've been feeling off all day, and she goes, I hope you feel better soon, and it's like, okay. You know, for me is, it's me understanding why I'm feeling the feeling I'm feeling, because there's, yeah, anyway, so it's like a sad time, but yet there's this other part that's just amazing. So this is my mom's song, and by the way, she died in 1991. Yeah, 1991, sorry, I'll say that more clearly, so that's 33 years ago? Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Do you want to hear a really cool story about my mom? My mom and I have never gotten along. My mom is extremely dysfunctional, or she was, when she was on this planet. And my mom was very codependent, enmeshed, toxic, narcissist, you know. But anyway, it's funny how when people are not able, we can even use the term incapable, but I don't like saying the word incapable because we're all capable if we're willing. And while we're here on this planet, it's our job, and as it is my responsibility for myself to keep on expanding my heart in who I am, not what others perceive me to be or their twisted version of who I am. You want to get to know me, you just have to listen to me. Right? And that's one thing about most people that follow me. They know this of me because not only they feel my heart and feel my soul, but they see my soul. They see it. Yeah. But when the last day of my mom's life, that she was, I was out in the waiting room just by myself and other people, you know. It was not safe for me to be around these people because they never saw me for me as I know that I am. And, but anyway, so it was time that my mom was in the process. Now, I had never in my life experienced anybody in the process or now in the process of crossing over. And it's, you know, it was, for me, it was absolutely beautiful. I wasn't scared, but it was like, okay, what's going to happen here? So I'm in the room. My two brothers were there, and my mom's sisters and stuff, and this beautiful nurse, all I heard was her voice saying it's okay to touch her. So I put my hand on her feet and that, and I just said to Mom, it's okay, you can go. And as my mom crossed over, the gift she gave me was telling me I did good. Yeah. And I think what happens, it doesn't matter what other people may think or presume or assume. I know the truth. My mom knows the truth. And I've always spoken the truth. And with that, in that moment, when I felt her, because she went from the tip of my head all the way through me, that was the moment I stopped crying. That was the moment. And I now look at death totally different. Not only look at it, I felt it. I was just sharing about my mom who'd passed away 33 years ago last Thursday. I've been trying to figure out why I've been feeling a little off, and when I was playing right now, just a bit ago, I finally realized what it was. It was about my mom, so I've been sitting here talking about my mom. Yeah. And what I just shared, I'll quickly tell you this, is just, you know, that, you know, as she crossed over and giving me that gift and coming right through me, and I heard her say, you did good. You done good. And then when I was in the, some of you guys know, I'll just tell you this part of my story. In 1996, I started counseling, and I started to open up to my own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And I would take that feelings and emotions, and my guitar was my vehicle. And so that's how my music really started, big time then. Because it was funny, as I was talking about my mom's song, I realized, oh shit, no, I already composed prior to my mom. I was already channeling, then I just didn't know it with the same understanding, and that. But anyway, so in 2001, all I knew is that my music was special. And all I wanted to do was secure it to make sure nobody could ever try to claim it was theirs. So I went in recording studio, and I start recording music. All these songs that have been, the word term now I use is channeled. And I was running out of money, so I said, okay, I gotta stop recording, And then, as you guys, I just shared with you guys, my mom died in 1991. In April, it was like 27th, whatever the date was. And so her estate was already settled within a couple of years of her crossing over. So here we are, 10 years later. 2001, yeah. 10 years later. I get a $3,000 check from her estate. That is how my first album unfolded. Because all I was doing was recording my music to make sure that nobody could ever try to claim it was theirs. That's all I knew. But it was, here we go, spirit. My mom on the other side was just like, no. And that's how my first album came about. My mom made it reality. It was a deep dream inside of me, but, it was just recording that became this. Me, myself, and I. And that is me. I had a gold-wing motorcycle, and I had my Ernie doll in the back. Oh, and the earth was green. Yeah. And my mom's song is on that album. When I've done this, just so you know, when this was done, this is the last one that I have of this album. And this album is dedicated to my mom, right there. Yeah. I'm not sure if this information is on my website. If it's not, I feel it needs to be. I'll have a little conversation with Marina. Whew. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me this space. Just to be. Us deep feelers, we feel at a depth that we cannot explain to anybody where it's at. We don't need to explain to anybody where it's at. But for me I take these deep feelings and emotions and I channel it the way I do, as you guys, are experiencing every time I come on here. And this has been my lifeline. This is my lifeline. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. Thank you. Yeah. I have two candles lit over here, but thank you for that. Much appreciated. I think what happens for us who've had things happen to us, we all understand to a degree that's for us, but at the same time, in the moment, it happens to us. And the one thing from even early childhood to those, looking after my mom was not the issue. That was sort of the easy part. Though she created all this shit that's going on, though she didn't realize it at the time, the impact by her words and what she has said. I'm not used to hearing people. Weird. I have my door open. That startled me. I'm back. I'm going to say, that's nice. I'm sorry. Sorry. That's my cheekiness coming out. I don't want to hear whoever that is. So let's get into my music here. Let's see if this mic here picks up everything, you guys. You guys may not hear as much as I'm hearing. But I'm going to start doing this. Here we go. Me bad, me good bad. Oh, I need to try to get out of that. I'm not sad, no. It's amazing, as much as you may not realize that, in my case, which is the 34th anniversary of my mother passing, it's, as you guys now know, it's not my mother passing. It's all the other bullshit that doesn't need to be there, but it is what it is. And thank you for, and it's funny because I saw that you said that my mom is back. And the sad part is my mom, after she crossed, I was at my first cousin's house where his wife does a lot of channeling. And so I went there, and so my mom came in, and she wanted to help me heal. And I said, I don't trust you. And it's sad that, like, I know she's on the other side and all she wants to do is help me, but the reason why a lot of this stuff is here is because of what she did while she was here. And I'm not saying she's responsible for other people's behavior, but she is definitely responsible for not prioritizing her children over perpetrators. Put it that way, okay? And I'm talking about sexual perpetrators, religious perpetrators, etc. And, and when I say this, it took my mom, and it was actually on her near deathbed, because it got to the point, like, I could no longer look after her myself, so I had to put her in the hospital, needless to say. And so she spent the last 2 weeks of her life in the hospital. But this one day, it was just her and me in the room. I'm not sure what transpired to cause this to happen, but it did happen. And I just said to Mom, I need to tell you something. She goes, what? I said, well, I said, your sister Doris, remember I told you that I don't care who picks me up at the airport as long as it's not your sister Doris and her husband Lee. She goes, yeah. And I said, well, I come off the plane, guess who's there? Them. Because you think they're just, I didn't say that then, right? In that. And she goes, yeah, well, what she did from the time I got there, all the way the drive to my mom's boyfriend's place, Papa Stewart's place, I said, she badgered me. She, what? I said, yeah, she badged me not to upset you regarding my father. I'm begging her to stop because my father has nothing to do with you, Mom. Nothing to do with you, and vice versa. But she badged me not to upset you regarding my father. And it's like, she badgered me. And I was bawling. I'm begging her to stop. I asked Lee to get her to stop. And so when everybody saw me when I got to Mom's place, they thought I was just a wreck because I was seeing my mom. It had nothing to do with my mom. It had to do with what my mom's sister Doris did to me. That's what I was upset about. And so here I am in my mom's room, just my mom and I said, this is what she did. My mom said, no. I said, yeah. As I want you to also know that I was not about to have her hurt my two brothers the way she hurt me. So the night before, I think it was Willard coming home first or Ron, I'm not sure which one it was. And I said, she was out visiting you and I saw her out to your car. She goes, yeah, I remember that. I said, once I was at an earshot of you, I said, Doris, take your fucking hands off of me. And I said, you are the most inconsiderate son of a bitch I've ever met. Like, how dare you do what you did to me, come off the plane to see my mom. And if you do one thing to upset my brothers, you're going to be dealing with me. Well, that's where Doris took this. Oh my goodness, she was being so disrespectful. She was threatening. No bullshit. I was holding you accountable for what you did to me, and you're not going to do it to anybody else. Different. And that's a thing that people, it's not safe for me to be home. It's just not safe for me to be back in PEI. And I haven't been back since. And I do need to go back to close my own doors, to say goodbye for the final time. And I also want to do a concert. I want people to hear who I am. And the one thing where I was going with this, and this is what they were showing me, that is even in the childhood, that no matter all the stuff I went through, it never took away the core from who I am. And even into my adulthood, and even, going through what I went with Mom. I never had a voice then, the way I now have a voice, but I know how I felt inside. And, yeah. See where we go. Wow. Wow. I saw what you mentioned a bit ago there, Andrea, about my mom did her best. I understand that to a degree. And as me, and because this is a continuous process, have I healed everything? Fuck no. Right? But I'm getting there. I'm working on it. And the thing is this is I want to remove any part of this debris that has nothing to do with me. This is how I look at it. It was the adults that were in and around me. It was their job and their responsibility to nurture me, love me, protect me, etc., etc. I understand that they were not able to because they can't even do it for themselves. I understand all of that to that incredible degree. I get that. But this is about for me, it's about putting it where it belongs. Because it doesn't belong to me. I'm not responsible for other people's behavior, conduct, or anything else. I'm only responsible for mine. And there's times when I may react to things, because fuck, I'm human. But if I react to something, I not check in with myself, but I do process it. Because usually if I'm getting triggered or if I'm reacting, I don't usually say a whole lot. To be quite honest, that's what happens to me. I become more quiet. And I did see, by the way, it was quite interesting, because I think it was when Andrea had put, I don't know what it was, but anyway, I saw when you posted, yeah, I think when she did her best, blessings, well done, because I am a warrior. Because I'm not going to lower myself for the sake of somebody else. And I noticed that when you posted it was 10:44, and then you turn around and put 10, well, you put 10:44, it's 5:44 for me. And just so you guys know, just because I've been mentioning this, I have a concert on May the 18th. Something came to me this afternoon. And it was like this little light bulb. That's what happens with me, because I like just being and letting the process start within me. And all I got to do, you guys, is take my own router from my house to where I'm going. No, it's not going to work, because I need to have a notice. Shit. Just realized that. I'm still working on doing my concerts live stream. And for my friends that are down in Australia, it's perfect for you guys because it would be, what, early Sunday afternoon, my concert, because it's 6 o'clock Pacific time. So like right now, it's like just about 6, coming like 1 minute and a few seconds. So, yeah, I think you guys are early afternoon. Aw, oh my God, Kirsty. I gotta put this up, you guys. For those who aren't on my main page on Facebook land, this is what Kirsty said. So this 11 o'clock, perfect, okay. This is what Kirsty said. She goes, my mother went to the hospital this morning and my dad's just helped me remind how much I am loved. Yeah. And Kirsty's father passed away. 22 years ago, I think it was, Kirsty? You wrote, I believe. Anyway, you guys, I need to go be quiet for a bit. Jessica, I'll be back here in a bit. Thank you very, very much, Kirsty, Andrea, anybody else that's here. Let me scroll back up. And Anita, if you're still here, hello, sister. Yeah, you did say 22 years ago. I remembered well. I think there's something going on for us today, and what we're all going through right now, maybe too. Anyway, hugs and loves, everybody. I may be back in a bit. We'll see you guys.